School of Universal Practical Knowledge, formed out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior YAHANNA. Get a Lord a hand. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston / Galveston / Beaumont, Port Arthur / Lufkin Sabbath service. You understand? In this Sabbath service, what we do is we give the full understanding of the scriptures that you've been missing since you've been born, so to speak. Like since you learned about the Bible, since you've known anything about your spirituality, you've been missing the real substance that the Bible has to offer you. Why? Because you've been being led astray by all sorts of preachers and pastors and all these different people who call themselves men of God, yet and still they don't follow God's laws. They don't be obedient to the Most High God, and they dang sure don't teach men and women to be obedient to the Most High God, therefore making them false preachers or false leaders or bad shepherds. You understand me? To the sheep of the Lord. That's a high end, almost when it comes to spiritual and when it comes to the Most High God, that's a criminal offense. You understand me? The Most High God has a special place for those men who have been leading you the wrong way. And as far as us, we're trying to solidify our special place in leading you guys the right way. You understand? So that being said, what we do in the I.S.U.P.K. Sabbath service is we go into the Hebrew and the English of the scriptures, giving you a full understanding of what the scriptures mean, not giving you our own interpretation, but giving you the Hebrew language, giving you the translation of the Hebrew language into English is what we speak now, and then explaining what that means according to practical knowledge. You understand me? Not the spooky hooky stuff that you hear in the Christian church about, all this magical creation things and all these abracadabras and things of that nature, that the Christian church teaches. We don't teach that here. What we teach is the practicality of the Bible. You understand me? The practicality of the Bible is what will keep you tied to earth. You understand me? And what I mean by tied to earth means your mind won't be in the stars when it comes to how do you serve God. When your mind's in the stars when it comes to how you serve God, then you believe that you got to be a astronaut in order to do what God tells you to do. When your mind is tied to the earth when it comes to serving God, then a person walking on the earth can do what God tells you to do. You understand me? That's why in the Christian church, you've been taught that the laws are done away with. Why? Because if the laws are so far out of my reach, then there's no way I can do the laws. You understand me? But if the laws are in my reach, if the laws are on earth here today, then I can do them on earth. If the laws are in space, then there's no way I can reach them because I'm just a human walking on earth. You know what I'm saying? That's a figurative way of thinking about it, a figurative way of looking at it. And I'm going to give you the reality behind those scriptures. Me and the priest here, Yagarum, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be standing right here next to me. We're gonna work it out. We got Yabakan in here in the building. We're gonna go ahead and start our service though. With that, we're gonna go ahead and Madyam, which means to stand.
Yabakan, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha'Allah.
Yabakan, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha'Allah.
Yahawah Shim Yahawah Barakatham.
Yahawah Shim Yahawah Barakatham.
La Yasha'Allah.
La Yasha'Allah. Now we're going to get into the prayers. We do the prayers in the Hebrew and the English. So we're gonna get our prayers over real quick. Manya Wapa Yahakodum Sar, which means to turn, stand, turn and face east. And we start with our Lord's prayer in the English, in the Hebrew.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malachutka.
Malachutka.
Daba'a.
Daba'a.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawah.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Natananawa. Lacham.
Lacham.
Ko.
Yuwam.
Yuwam. Wasalachnawa.
Wasalachnawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kasalachnawa.
Kasalachnawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Naba'a. Manasaya one.
Manasaya one.
A ball.
I
was saying
now.
Mayad. Right.
Kaya. Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Wahala.
Watapara.
Awalamium.
Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power and the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is the Hakach in the Hebrew.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Baba Kusha. Natananewa.
Hakach.
Hakach. Narapa'a. Call Makala. We'll call Marawa. Hakach. Latahar. Hamatazariah. Hakach. Rakoyam. Hamatyam. Hakach. All Rakawat. Hatama'ala. Lagarshan. Bahashim Yahushua.
Waraman in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh. Please give us the power. The power in all manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you. So be it.
This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Ahaharium.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Isariah.
Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayim. Wa'arataza. Oyathan. Lamawat. Regolka. Oyanawan. Shamarka. Hanala'a. Yanawam. Wala'a. Yayashan. Shawamor. Yasha'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tozoka. Yad. Yum. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'a. Yakeka. Bayarach. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Mukora. Yashamor. Atapaska. Yahweh. Yashamor. Tasa'aka. Bawaka. Ma'aita.
In the English, I will lift up my eyes. Unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help coming from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in. From this time forth, and even forevermore.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. All Damayalaka.
All Takarash.
All Tasakwat.
All Tashakwat. All
Kayahana. Our Yabika.
Yahaman.
Masanayaka. Nasa'awa.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amika. Yamyamwa. Sawat. We are the Tazawa. All Tazapawayaka.
All Tazapawayaka.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
We're not Kachidam.
Nakakidam,
Magoa,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yazako,
Yazakar,
Shom Yasa'ala,
Shom Yasa'ala,
Iwan,
Kaya,
Kaya, Nawa I Tazawa,
Nawa I Tazawa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Oyaka,
Oyaka,
Marya,
Marya,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Ahoy,
Ahoy,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashamai Alayo,
Wayishma Alayam,
Mawa Abba,
Mawa Abba,
Wahagari,
Wahagari,
the
Gabal,
Maimawan,
Ma'amawan,
Wa Amalak,
Wa'amalak,
Halasha,
Halasha,
I'm your Shabi,
I'm Yeshabi,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Ayawa,
Zarwa,
Zarwa,
Labanyalawat,
Labayalawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Ashalaham,
Ashalaham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasi Yasara,
Kasa Yasara,
Kayabia,
Kayabia,
Banakho,
Banakho,
Kayashawan,
Kwayashawan,
Nashamad Moa,
Nashamadwa,
Mayanda Ira,
Bayanda Ira,
Iowa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Nada Yamawa,
Nada Yamawa,
Kayara,
Kayara,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Ba,
Wakaza Ba,
Wakataza Namana,
Wakaza Zamana,
called us Yakamwa,
Kwana Sekamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amo,
Amawa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarasha,
Nanawa, Nawa,
Nawa,
Alahaya,
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 Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Kagogla,
Kagogla,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanyaraka,
Lapanyaraka,
Kaash,
Kaash,
Debi Ari Ira,
Daba Ira Ira,
Wakala Haba,
Wakala Haba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Harya,
Harya,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradama,
Daradama,
Basa Araka,
Basa Irika,
Wabasa Wapaka,
Wabasa Wapaka,
Dabahala,
Dabahala,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shumka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Yabashwa,
I, Wayakhabawa,
Wayakapawa,
Wayabadu,
Wayabadwa,
Wayada Iowa,
Wayada Iowa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Ata,
Shumka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
all Kaharatazan,
All Kaharatza. Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence,
Keep not thy silence,
O power,
O power.
hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O power,
O power.
for lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden
and
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off from being a nation,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
that the name of Yashar'Allah
The name of Yashar'Allah
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered,
For they have consulted together with one consent.
for they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the
the
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became the dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like
and
Oreb,
like Zed.
and like Zed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes of Sabah,
all their princes of Sabbath,
and as Zamunah,
and as Zamuna,
who said,
who have said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
house of power
the house of the power
in possession.
in possession.
On my power,
On my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the
and
wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy
and
storm.
make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
let them be confounded in trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
or the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
That Sar and Yeshak. Please to see. We get a Lord's prayers a hand, man. I love them prayers, boy. The prayers get you right, man. Let's see here. Okay, so this week we're gonna be starting at Joshua 10. We finished Joshua 9 last week. Any of y'all remember what we was talking about Joshua 9 last week? Let's see here.
Console.
What you got?
Slovakia, sir. So those heathens that were our neighbors in the land that we just took over,
Mm-hmm.
they tricked us into thinking that they were far. They came from a far place, so that we wouldn't kind of, trump on them, or smash on them.
Right.
So like, and then they were our neighbors. They were right next to us, so we gave them our word. So we didn't we didn't fight them. Or
Correct. So, in short, the heathens were getting smashed on by the Lord's people so bad that the word then got on the street that the Lord's people are on the warpath trying to take over this land, a city that was soon to be in occupation of the Most High God's people, came to the Most High God's people in guile. You know what I'm saying? Convinced them that they were from a land far away so that they could try to save their people in their land. They ended up, the children of God ended up making a deal with them so that they wouldn't harm them. And in making a deal with them, the heathen were to serve them. More sooner than later, they found out that these people weren't from far away, that they were going to be like the next few cities that they ran into. When they found that out, they felt kind of played. But being that we are children of God and we stand by our word, we are accountable. What we did was we held them to that deal. But also by holding them to that deal, we held them to the servitude. That being said, sooner or later, these heathens are going to have to realize that we are the people of the book.
Right.
We are those Israelites, and they're going to have to put themselves in their place, or else they're going to be put in their place, or else they're going to be wiped off the planet. You understand me? That's what Christ is going to come to do. Christ is not coming to be sunshine and butterflies and babies on my lap. He's coming to reap havoc. You understand me? And destroy this so-called world that we living in with chaos. You understand me? With war. You understand me? And that's what Christ is coming to do. And once Christ is finished, then these people are going to be serving us, just like those heathens who did whatever they could do to serve us so that they wouldn't be slaughtered. That's what heathens going to be put in a position to do. They're not going to have their choices are going to be life or death. You understand me? Death meaning if you stand against us, then we're going to wipe you out.
Right.
Life meaning you better do whatever you can to be on our side, or else we're going to wipe you out. You understand me? What you got?
If I may, after seeing what Christ is about to do to this place, man, they gonna want to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After seeing the sky crack open with 200 million angels, the dead rising, it's gonna be a terrible day. You know what I'm saying? If you see the power of the Most High God, man, y'all gonna want to serve us. You know what I'm saying? To avoid the slaughter that's coming to this. Did I say slaughter? The slaughter that's gonna come, the onslaught that's gonna come to this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That y'all gonna want to fall in line. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Yeah, it is. That being said, we're gonna be starting at Joshua 10:1 this week. If you have your internet available, you have your phones and stuff available. What you could do is go to BibleHub.com, and when you get to BibleHub.com, you'll see 3 bars with selections that you can select from. You go not the light blue bar, not the but the bar right up under it. It should be like a light gray. At the very end, you should see INT or interlinear or something close to that. You would click that. Then you would go to Joshua on the drop down box, Joshua, then chapter 10, and we're gonna be starting at verse 1. There you could follow along with us in the Hebrew as we parse out the Hebrew, so that you can see we're actually doing what we're actually saying what the Bible says. You understand me? Unlike the Christian church, where they just tell you whatever you want to hear and you just believe that it's in the Bible. We're going to show you exactly what the Bible says. We're going to do it very efficiently and accurately. But before we get started, let me see something right quick. I want to give a couple of shout outs. Who we got here today? Who's watching us today, man? Go ahead and put something in the chat real quick. Let me see who's watching us today. Let me see who we got. Let's see. We got the YouTube. Who we got on YouTube? We got Sister Yakona out of El Paso. Give her a hand. We got the brother Officer Lacum, man. Go ahead, man. Get that brother a hand, man. Get that brother a hand. We got the sister Marsha Spears out of Austin, Texas. Give her a hand. Give her a hand. Marsha and YAHANNA, they here every week.
Right.
You understand me? I love them sisters to death. They here every week. We got Guillermo, young man Guillermo, man. Hey, brother, what's going on, man? You say YAHANNA ain't gonna be the only one get a clap, man. We gonna get young man Guillermo a clap, man. Okay. What else we got, man? Oh, we got the brother was that the brother Alex, man? You on the way? All right, no sweat. We gonna see. We gonna see Alex Day, man. You know you running a little bit late. I go say I ain't gonna host you. I ain't gonna hold it against you too much because we is starting a little bit late. That's the Lord helping you out, so you could get a little bit more time to get up here, man. No sweat. With that though, we're gonna go ahead and get straight to it, man. Somebody at the door right now? Yeah, go ahead, do what you gotta do, good dog. Oh, they look like the sisters. The sisters here.
Oh, you ready for me to start, sir?
Let them get in first. There we go, sisters. Yeah, before we start reading the scriptures. Oh, okay. We got the sisters in here today. Get them a hand for showing up, man. Nah, we here. Most of Christ. They here. We here. We got an online following going right now. So we online right now. We streaming. Make sure you cover your hair up for me. We about to start reading the scriptures. We about to get straight into it. Y'all came at the exact right time. I sure appreciate y'all. There we go. I know you got that pixie. I see you with the pixie, a little pixie, young pixie out here. I'm saying, let's get it. All right, with that, let's get started.
Khan. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 1 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA, Kashamai, Adonai. It's like Adonai, Tazadak, Malak, Yara, Washalam, Kaya, Lakad, Yahawashai, Ath, Ha'aya, Wayakhar, Yama, Ka Ashar, Aisha, Laya, Rayachwa, Wala, Malaka. It's like a Wala, Malaka, Khan, Aisha, La'aya, Wala, Malaka, Wakaya, Ha, Shalayamoa. It's like it. Ha, Shalayamoa. Khan. Yashabia. It's like Ha
Shalayamawa.
Shalayamawa. Yashabia. Gabaiwan. Ath. Yasha'ala. Wayahaya wa. Bakwar Bum. Verse 2. Waya Yara'awa. Ma'ad. Kaya. Ayar. Gadalawa. Gabaiwan. Ka Achath. Iriya. Hama Malaka. Wakaya. Haya'a. Gadawala. It's like Gadawala. Man. Ha'aya. Wakal. Anashia, Gabarium. Verse 3. Wayashalach, Adanya, Tazadak, Malak, Yerushalayim, all, Hawaham, Malak, Chabarwan, Wa'al, Kora'am, Malak, Yeramawath, Wa'al, Yapa Ya'ai, Malak, Lakayash, Wa'al, Dabayar, Malak, Igalawan, La Amar. Verse 4. Ilawa, Alya, Wa'ai Zarnaya, Wanaka. It's like a Wanaka. Ath, Gabaiwan, Kaya, Ha Shaliyama, Ath, Yahawashai, Wa'ath, Banya, Yasha'ala. Verse 5. Waya Asapawa, Waya Ilawa, Hamashath, Malakia, Ha Amaria, Malak, Rawashlam, Malak, Chabarwan, Malak, Yara Mawath, Malak, Lakayash, Malak, Igalawan, Ham, Wakal, Macha Nayaham, Wayacha Nawa, Ail, Gabaiwan, Wayalach Mawa, Aliyah. Verse 6. Wayashal, it's like Wayashalachawa, Anashia, Gabaiwan, all, Yahawashai, all, Hamachna, Hagalagala, La Amar, all, Tharap, Yedayak, Ma'ai,
That's Yadika.
Aslaki, Yadyaka, Ma'ai, Badyaka, Ila, Alayanawa, Mahara, Waha, Washa Yaaya, Lanoa, Wa'izarnawa, Kaya, Naquab Tazawa,
Nakwabata Zawa.
Slaki, Naquabata Zawa, Alayanawa, Slaki, Alayanawa, Call. Malakia. Ha Amaria. Yeshabia. Hahar. Verse 7. Wayail. Yahawashai. Man. Hagalagal. Hawa'a. Wakal. An. Hamalakma. Imawa. Wakal. Gabawaria. Ha. Ha Chayal. Verse 8. Waya Amar. Yahweh. All. Yahawashai. All. The Yara. Maham. Kaya. Bayadka. Nathathium. La'a. Ya'imad. Ayash. Maham. Bapa Nayaka. Verse 9. Waya Ba'a. Al Yaham. Yahawashai. Patham. It's like it. Patham. 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 Call. Ha Layala. It's like it. Halayala. Ila. Man. Agalgala. Verse 10. Wayahamam. Yahweh. Lapanya. Yasha'ala. Wayakam. Makah. Gadalwa. Bagab Ba'ayawan.
The dog. Make sure you do some more.
Wayaradapam. Daraka.
The rock.
It's like a Darak. Ma'ila. Bayath. Hawaran. Wayakam. Id. Isupk. Wa'id. Makwada. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 1 in the English. Now it came to pass when Adonazedek,
Adonazedek.
Now when it came to pass when Adonazedek, king of Jerusalem, had heard how Joshua had taken Ai and had utterly destroyed it, as he had done to Jericho and her king, so he had done to Ai and her king, and how the inhabitants of Gibeon had made peace with Israel and were among them.
So, okay, so we did the recap before we started, right? We talked about how Gibeon, which is a city that the Israelites were on their way to. You know, Israelites right now, we're on a warpath. We're trying to take land right now. The Lord has gave us this land. According to the Most High God, he says that this land is ours. Anybody on it, we wiping them off the land. You know what I'm saying? Like either you get down or you lay down. You know what I'm saying? That's like state property. You know what I'm saying? Beanie Sequel. You understand me? That's what we own. You know what I'm saying? Get down and lay down. If you lay down, you're gonna stay down. That's what he just Adonizedek, he mad. Well, I ain't gonna say he mad, but he's just getting the word about what happened when Joshua ran into Ai. They stayed down. You understand me? And when he ran into Jericho, they stayed down. You understand me? He ran into Gibeon, they laid down. You understand me? Gibeon, they laid down. They say, oh no, they got down. You understand me? Like I said, being a seagull, you either get down or you lay down. If you lay down, you're gonna stay down. So either your choice is either get down or lay down. You understand me? Gibeon decided that we're gonna play a trick on the Israelites, and we're gonna get down, but we're gonna let them think that we, you know what I'm saying, from far away, but we actually, y'all about to run up on us, so we won't get down right now. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get smashed though. So we don't have to lay down. You understand me? So Gibeon ended up laying down. Adonizedek, he's getting the word at this point. He'd already got the word. The word is spread around about what happened at Ai. You understand me? That's how Gibeon found out about him. You know what I'm saying? Gibeon found out about him because Ai, you remember Ai, they were the ones that we pinched, right? Y'all follow along, right? So we pinched Ai. You know what I'm saying? Ai thought that, you know what I'm saying, we was going they beat us at one point, you know what I'm saying, me, because we wasn't doing what the Lord told us to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we finally got rid of the dude that wasn't doing what the Lord told us to do, and then we end up getting the Lord back on our side. We end up pinching AI from one end, and when soon as AI chased us out, AI thought they was chasing us out. We caught AI on the back end, smashed the city, then pinched them, then squeezed out everybody, killed everybody, made them stay down. You understand me? Jericho, that would happen before AI. You know, we was out there in Jericho. We stood up on the wall, stood around their walls and got the hollering. You understand me? Made the walls come down. You know what I'm saying? Took the whole city. The whole city was afraid. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know how many of us it was. It was enough of us to smash the whole city. You understand me? That's what happened with Jericho. All this word is coming down. Now, y'all, what happens? Have you ever played the game Telephone? What happened when you play the game Telephone? Yeah, we need mics.
There's only one mic that works.
Get the mic, sister, because get the mic, because when you say it on the mic, it can hear, the people can hear it better.
I said that the message is never the same once it gets to the end. It's been,
what happens to the message?
it just get all twisted and turned.
Well, I ain't gonna say. I'll take it a step further. It get exaggerated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like I could have, let's just say I could have gotten a fight with such and such over here. I got in a fight with such and such. I punched him in the head. You understand me? By the time it gets to all the way to New Orleans, when word gets to New Orleans, that I punched his whole head off his body. You understand me? Like, I punched him so bad he fell asleep. Right. He woke up 3 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how, you know what I'm saying, word gets. Now, think about how word gets around like that. Now, just imagine what Adonizedek is understanding about what happens. Like, at this point, he like, man, hey, if they guard with them, shoot, man, they wiping out everything. You know, we are wiping them out. You know what I'm saying? But Adonizedek might see it a whole different way. He might see it like it might be like something miraculous, like beams is coming out the skies. I don't know what he's seeing at this point. The Bible don't say, but what the Bible does say is coming soon. Read it.
Khan, verse 2, that they feared greatly.
They feared him greatly. They feared the children of Israel greatly. You understand me? Why? Because, well, we're about to find out exactly why we feel that Adonizedek, the king of Jerusalem, felt that they should fear the children of Israel. Read it.
Because Gibeon was a great city.
Gibeon, the ones who decided to get down, the ones who decided that I don't want to lay down, because if I lay down, I'm gonna stay down. So I want to get down so that I don't have to lay down. You understand me? And Gibeon ended up getting on our side. But Gibeon was a great city. You know what I'm saying? Meaning Gibeon was a city that we wouldn't expect Gibeon to lay down. We wouldn't expect Gibeon to get down. We wouldn't expect Gibeon to get on the side of the enemy, because that's a powerful city. Keep reading.
As one of the royal cities.
One of the royal cities. You understand me? This is one of the cities with real prestige. You understand me? This is one of the cities with real clout. You understand me? Keep on.
And because it was greater than Ai, and all the men thereof were mighty.
So AI was a mighty city, right? And we knew AI was a mighty city because when we did what we did against the Lord, they ran us out the city. You understand me? They smashed on us. We had to kill a brother and everything he owns before we could come back to them and smash on them. Now, if we smashed on AI, now just imagine AI being like, I don't know, like AI being Dallas. You understand me? We coming through Texas. We didn't smash. We coming from the north. We coming from through Texas. We smashed on Dallas. The word gets to Houston. Houston already like. Oh, excuse me. The word gets to Austin. Austin. Well, no, I ain't gonna say Austin. I'm gonna say Houston. The word gets to Houston. Houston, like, you know what? We gonna get down with them. You know what I'm saying? Me. Houston, a great city. You feel me? We just smashed on Dallas. Houston, an even greater city. You feel me? Salaki to anybody who might be from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But this is just for allegorical purposes. Now, New Orleans hear about it, and New Orleans like, well, shoot, god dang, Houston a great city. They smashed on Dallas, and Houston got down with them. Like, oh shoot, like just imagine the fear that you would have in New Orleans, knowing that we about to go, we clear, we about to take over the whole America. This is what we trying to do according to the Lord. You know, we taking over the South. You feel me? So, like, just think of it like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 3. Wherefore Adonizedek, it's like Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, sent unto Haham, king of Hebron, and unto Piram, king of Jarmuth, and unto Japhiah, king of Lachish, and unto Debir, king of Eglon. Verse 4. It's like it's saying.
What did he say?
Verse 4. Come up unto me and help me, that we may smite Gibeon, for it hath made peace with Joshua and with the children of Israel.
So back to my scenario. Okay, so think about it. New Orleans had seen all these things, and New Orleans shook right now. So they like, okay, look, we about to reach out to Montgomery, Alabama. We about to reach out to Jackson, Mississippi. We about to reach out to Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? We about to reach out to all these people around us. We got to smash on Houston. You know what I'm saying? Because Houston sided with this army of men that's coming out here to take over all this land. Houston sided with them. And we got to smash on them because why would you side with them knowing that these some foreigners that's coming over here to take over our land? You understand me? Now think about it like this in present time. When Christ come back, Christ coming back to take over. You understand me? It's gonna come a time where these people gonna be like, dang, man, we gotta come together so we can stand against Christ. What's gonna happen is what's about to happen. We go think about it. Just keep that in mind. Put a pin in that because that's what's gonna happen in the future. What's happening right now? Now, mind you, here go the ironic thing. What's Joshua's name in Hebrew?
Yahushua.
Come on now. That's ironic, ain't it? His name Yahushua. Now look at what Yahushua doing to all of these cities that he running into. Thus saith the Lord. You understand me? Thus saith the Lord, when the time comes, everybody gonna feel us. Either you gonna get down or you gonna lay down. Beanie Siegel style, state property.
Right.
Philly. Shout out to Knock. You understand me? He read.
Verse 5. Therefore the 5 kings of the Amorites, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth.
Hold on. Start over.
Therefore the 5 kings of the Amorites,
5,
the king of Jerusalem,
6,
the king of Hebron,
7,
the king of Jarmuth,
8,
the king of Lachish,
9,
the king of Eglon,
10.
gathered themselves together.
10 kings gathered themselves together to stand up against the children of Israel. 10 kings, you can imagine that's 10 city states. City states, that's like Vatican City or something like that. Like you got the city so big that it's known as a nation with that city. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like the city has its own king. You understand me? Like this, we don't deal with that nowadays because like countries have their kings. Like the president in America, the what they call it, the prime minister in Europe. The kings in Africa, and they have kings in countries. But back then it was kings in cities, and the cities were big. You know what I'm saying? So they was big enough to be, I don't want to say countries, but they were big enough to be counties. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine a county with a king around in Harris County, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Harris County is pretty big. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how you can kind of, visualize it. Keep going.
And went up, they and all their hosts,
Mm.
and encamped before Gibeon, and made war against
Now
them.
imagine, I said 10 regions, 10 city states, 10 big places where they have kingdoms. They gathered their hosts. You know what host is, right? What does host mean? You gotta get a mic, bro. I can't hear you. You ain't got no mic. I can't hear you.
Salakia, sir, the armies.
The armies, correct. The host is the armies. You understand me? So we got 10 armies. Like imagine the United Nations. United Nations is like formed up of like how many countries? Like 30, 40 countries, something like that. Anyways, who cares? It's a lot of countries
Right.
come together and their armies are together. Now, when they got their armies together, it's a conglomerate army. So it's a compilation. You understand me? It's a big giant army that's standing against this one city, Houston. In my, my grand scenario, now imagine 10 cities standing up against this one big city that they said this city shouldn't have never stood with the enemy.
Right.
They trying to put war against the city because they stood with the enemy. Now, mind you, the enemy is not gone. You feel me? And Houston or Gibeon stood with us, the children of Israel, the enemy, so to speak, of all of these 10 kings. You understand me? So now it's like, okay, wait a minute. Since they stood up against these 10 kings, they thinking that they gonna step on the people that stand with us. Now that okay. Let's bring it back to earth. We out in the streets right now. You the big dog. You the big dog, right? Period, right? Go ahead, period, sis. You know what I'm saying? So, dude come up to you like, man, look, bro, we got to link up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, these boys, I don't know what they on, man, but look, I'm going to link up with you, bro, because I know you on the right type of timing. You know what I'm saying? Cool, you on the right type of, hey, all right, bro, I'm glad you linked up with me, because if you wouldn't linked up with me, I would have smashed on you. You know what I'm saying? Cool, all right, cool. Boys over there, they hate. You know what I'm saying? They hating over there. They done gathered up, man, and say, man, you see these old ass niggas. Your ass nigga Gib, man. Gib just lined up with Is, man. Gib just lined up with Is, man. Is about here smashing on everybody. Gib done lined up with Is, man. We about to smash on Gib. Next time we see him, we got to smash on him 10 deep. Let's get him. We gonna jump this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So like, we gonna jump this brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube. So,
Right.
We gonna jump this dude. You feel me? Nah. What you think Is gonna say when he find out you trying to jump on Gib after Gib been linked up with me? You trying to jump on the homie? What? It's up. It's up. That's my homie. This nigga pouring my water in my cup, bro. So you standing against me? So who gonna pour my water now? It's up now. Read.
Verse 6. And the men of Gibeon sent unto Joshua.
The water pours hollered at Is. Joshua, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Me, Gib hollered at Is. What'd he say?
To the camp to Gilgal, saying, slack not thy hand from thy servants.
Man, he say, bro, Don't hold back, bro. Don't forget about me, bro. We your service, bro. Don't forget about me. What's up?
Come up to us quickly and save us.
Man, bro. Pull up, bro. They own me. Pull up, bro. Hey, come get me out this situation, bro. You got to pull up, bro. Like I said I'm a hold you down, bro. I'm gonna make sure you eating good, bro. But you gotta pull up on me, boy. These boys on my back, man.
And help us.
Uh-huh.
For all the kings of the Amorites that dwell in the mountains are gathered together against us.
Man, pull up, bro, because they out here creeping, trying to get me. They creeping up on me, bro. I done seen them. I seen them out in the back streets. I done got word they all in the back streets. They, you know what I'm saying? They trying to pull up. I already got word they pulling up. What happened next?
Verse 7. So Joshua ascended from Gilgal, he and all the people of war with him.
We pulling up, baby. We pulling up. Pull up. That's all I need to hear. We pulling up. Go.
And all the mighty men of valor.
Uh-huh.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto Joshua, fear them not.
Now the Lord talking to Joshua. Y'all understand? Y'all already understand. We didn't kill people in our own camp to make sure that the Lord stay with us. You feel me? People that went against the Lord in our own set, we didn't kill them so that we could stay in the good standings with the Lord. So now the Lord telling us, what did the Lord tell him?
Fear them not.
Say, don't be afraid of them. Why did the Lord say don't be afraid of them?
For I have delivered them into thine hand.
Don't be afraid of them. Why? Because I didn't put them in a bad spot on your good end. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put them in a trick bag for you. I didn't deliver them to you. I didn't gave you the game. I didn't gave them up to you. Watch this. Keep on.
There shall not a man of them stand before thee.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to stand up against y'all. Thus saith the Lord. This is the Lord talking to YAHANNA, aka Joshua, the general of Israel, the leader of Israel and the general of Israel army. Right now, he's talking to the Most High God is talking to Israel. Talking to Joshua talking to Israel through Joshua, letting him know that ain't nobody gonna be able to stand against you. You got this. Don't even worry about it. Don't trip. It's on me. That's what the Lord's saying. Now imagine the Lord that then got us out of Egypt, that then had us smash on Jericho, big city, and then had us smash on AI, that's big city, Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, remember all the imagery I'm putting in y'all mind, you know what I'm saying, to keep y'all on point. Right. That's that Dallas thing. You know what I'm saying? Houston is sided with us. You understand me? Keep going.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua therefore came unto them suddenly and went up from Gilgal all night.
So Joshua, when he got word from the Most High, he said, man, look, I'm pulling all this. Look, I'm coming straight to you. You understand me? All night we gonna travel so we can get to Gilgal. You feel me? So we can come over there and help my boy in Gibeon. You read?
Verse 10. And the Lord discomfited them before Israel and slew them with a great slaughter at Gibeon and chased them along the way that goeth up to Beth-horon and smote them to I.S.U.K and unto Makkedah.
Look, the Lord didn't put them in the place to where the enemy end up running into is. You feel me? So all them 10 gangsters or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they was trying to run down on Gib, right? Gib, which is Gibeon. Gib was like, man, they out to get me. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, I done heard they talk about they gonna run down on me. You know what I'm saying? Is like, say less, bro. I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? Turns out, while them 10 brothers was trying to run down on Gib, they ended up running into Is. Why would they run into Is? They done ran into Is, and now it's been a whole full slaughterhouse. Is that came out, they pulling out the bro. Army guns. They pulling out the army gun. They tearing everybody up, slaughtered everybody. You feel me? Like, hold up. What does it say right here? Read it one more time. What does it say? Slew them with a read it, slew them.
Slew them with a great slaughter.
They running down like they throwing bullets everywhere. You feel me? All these 10 kings, these 10 brothers that they try to stood, these 10 brothers with all they homies, they done came down and tried to stand up against Gib, but Gib rolling with Is, and Gib didn't call Is up. He didn't call up, bro. He say, hey, come holler at me, bro. Shit, I can't do nothing with this. Is like, say less. Say less. The Lord say, hey, you got this. He say less. Run down there, you know what I'm saying? Run into the enemy, slew them with a great slaughter, ran them down, ran them away. Keep going.
Khan. At Gibeon, and chased them along the way that goeth up to Bethlehem, and smote them to Azekah and unto Makkedah.
So just imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take the guns out of it. Just imagine it's just hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine it's just hands. So you didn't try to run up on bro. We didn't pull it up. We didn't pull it up right in time to where y'all run into us. Now we didn't chase y'all all the while. We didn't chase niggas over here to this neighborhood. We didn't chase you over there to that neighborhood. We didn't ran down on you over here. You know what I'm saying? We didn't ran down on all y'all. This 10 groups of people that it came together. We done ran down on all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So where all of y'all scattering. Keep reading. Oh, we got to go to the Hebrew. We're going to go back to the Hebrew. We had Joshua 10 and 11.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 11, in the Hebrew. Wayahaya, Banasam, Mapanya, Yasha'ala, Ham, Bamawar, Bamawarad, Bayath, Chawaran, Yahweh, Aslakia, Yahweh, Hashayalak, Slakia, Hashalayak, Alahayim, Slakia, Al Yaham, Abanyam, Gadalwath, Man, Hashemayim, Id, Isaac, Wayamathawa. It's like a Wayamathwa. Rabbayam, Ashar, Mathwa, Ba Abanyam. So Ba Abanya. Habarad, Ma Ashar, Ha Ragawa, Banya, Yasha'ala, Ba Harab. Verse 12. Azah, Yadabar, Yahawashai, La Yahweh, Bayawam, Thoth, Yahweh, Ath, Ha Amaria, La Panya, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya Amar, La Ayanya, Yasha'ala, Shamash, Ba Gabai, it's like it, Ba Gabayawan, Dawam, Wayarak, Ba I'm a Qua, Lawan. Verse 13. Wayadam. Hashamash. Wayarak. Imad. I. Yaquam. Gawaya. Ayab Yawa. Hala'a. Haya'a. Kathawaba. Isle. Sapar. Hayashar. Waya Imad. Hashamash. Ba Tazaya. Hashemayim. Wala'a. Ataza. Labawa'a. Kayawam. Thamayam. Verse 14. Wala'a. Hayaha. Kayawam. Hawa'a. Lapanyawa. Wa Akhar. Salakia. Wa Akharyawa. La Shemai. Yahweh. Bakwawal. Ayash. Kaya. Yahweh. Nalacham. La Yasha'ala. Verse 15. Wayashab. Yahawashai. Wakal. Yasha'ala. I'm a what? All. Hamachana. Hagalagala. Salakia. Hagalgala. Verse 16. Wayanasawa. Chamashath. Ha Malakium. Ha Allah. Waya Chabawa. Salakia. Wayach Ba'awa. Salakia. Wayaka Ba'awa. Bama Ira. Bama Quada. Verse 17. Waya God. La Yahawashai. La Amar. Nama Taza'awa. Hamashath. Hamalakium. Nacha Ba'ayim. Bama Ira. Bama Quada. Verse 18. Waya Amar. Yahawashai. Galawa. Abanyam. Salakia. Gadalawath. All. Paya. Ma'ira. Waha Pakwad Yadawa. Ilaya. Anashium. La Shamaram. Verse 19. Wa'atham, all. Sa'i Madawa, Radapwa, Acharia, Ayabikam, Wa Zanabatham, Awatham, all. Thathanawam, Labawa'a, all. Ira Yaham, Kaya, Nathanam, Yahweh, Allahayakam, Bayadkam. Verse 20. Wayahaya, Ka Kalawath, Yahawashai, Wabanya, Yasha'ala, Laha Kawatham, Makah, Ga Dawala, Ma'ad, Id, Tamam, Waha, Wahasharia Dayam, Sharadawa, Maham, Waya Ba'awa, all, Ariya, Hamabatazar,
Oh, yeah. Right.
Come. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 10, verse 11 in the English.
So before we get started, just say I remember exactly where we were in the story. The children of Israel already got word from the Most High God that you ain't got to worry about these brothers. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't chase, they didn't ran into us, and we didn't chase them, we didn't scatter them. We didn't chase some to this way, we chase some that way, and we didn't chase some this way. So keep on read.
Khan. Verse 11. And it came to pass as they fled from before Israel and were going down, so it's like it, and were in the going down to Beth Horon, that the Lord cast down great stones from heaven upon them unto Isupk, and they died.
So imagine running from the snake and running into a bear. You understand me? Like you running from from Is in the gang. You know what I'm saying? You running from them, and while you running from them, a car didn't hit you while you running across the street. You know what I'm saying? A car didn't hit you while you running across the street. It's your whole gang. So it ain't even a car. Busted hit your whole gang. Y'all running the straight line and busted hit everybody. You know what I'm saying? Smashed on everybody. Keep reading.
They were more which died with hailstones than they whom the children of Israel slew with the sword.
So more of them that the Lord sent a storm of hailstones to smash on those brothers that was running in the direction of Betharn. And more hailstones killed more of them than we even got to put our hands on. So let's just imagine we put our hands, we probably slew about, I'm gonna downscale it, you know what I'm saying? So we ran down on like 5-10 brothers. 20 of them we made a run. Them 20 ran into that bus, and that bus ran them all off the street. 20 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, the 73 is crazy. Belfort bus. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to stop. They don't like to stop for niggas. So like you know what I'm saying? It ran over all them niggas because they wasn't at the bus stop on time. You understand? So like that's like, just imagine the Lord said that these people was gonna be in your hand. Y'all ain't just go out there and get them. Go get them. Then it said, I got them. You know what I'm saying? Joshua, I got him. He said, go get him, I got him. You know what I'm saying? So he went out there and get him. And while they running away, they like probably in their mind, they're like, man, like they probably gonna get away. They ahead of us. They done ran down on bodies on the ground because hailstorm did hit them. You know what I'm saying? They knocked down all the people that ran in that direction got hit by hailstorm. That's crazy. But that's divine. You know what I'm saying? That's the Most High. The Most High said that you're going to be able to take them. You're going to take them. Keep reading.
Con. Verse 12. Then spake Joshua unto the Lord in the day when the Lord delivered up the Amorites before the children of Israel.
I remember the Amorites. It was 5 kings of the Amorites. So they 5 deep. They brothers. You know what I'm saying? They in the same nation. They linked up. They grew up together. You know what I'm saying? They thinking they, you know what I'm saying, 5 deep. Y'all can't do nothing with us. Joshua had to talk to the Lord about the Amorites. Like, okay, yeah, they come in as a package. It's a package deal, Lord. I'm gonna definitely need you on these. Read.
And he said, in the sight of Israel, sun, stand thou still upon Gibeon, and thou moon in the valley of Ajalon.
So Joshua pled into the Lord to make the sun stand still on Gibeon so that we can have light, and the moon to Ajalon. Like the moon and the sun both give light. You understand me? So like when it's total darkness, you ain't gonna be able to see people get away. But when it's total light around, whether it's sun or moon, if it's light outside and that moon out, you're gonna be able to see because that moon gonna shine a light in that night. Keep reading.
Verse 13. Mm-hmm. And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies.
The Lord made the moon and the sun stand still until they got rid of everybody. Like, this is what happened when you on the side of the Most High God. Right. This is what we got to keep remembering. When you obey the Most High God to the point where the Most High God, like, I'm going to stand with this one. Like, just like how Israel was with Gibeon, when Gibeon made one phone call, and all of this happening because Gibeon made that one phone call. Now imagine what the Lord gonna do with us if we continue to be obedient to the Most High God. All we're gonna have to do is make that one phone call, that one prayer up to the Most High God. Man, Lord, please, these people is oppressing us, Lord. Help us, save us. The Lord come through like he did with Joshua, say less. All of a sudden the army come out of nowhere, hey, run down on all of them. That's what Revelation foretells already. Revelation already saying that's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like they like to say history repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what we seeing right now is what we're gonna see in Revelation. But instead of the host of Israel, it's gonna be the host of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the host of the Lord, y'all know ain't nobody touching them. They coming with kind of with weaponry and ammunition and equipment that the likes of humans have never seen before. Right. Or you probably seen it, but you ain't never seen a brother with it like that. You just seen a 9mm. Watch him throw a 9mm at you. You dead. Like he gonna throw a gun at your ass. You like damn, I thought I was gonna get shot. He threw the gun faster than the bullet go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the angels is crazy with it. They doing things you ain't never seen before. What you got? Right. You go?
I was lucky. I was gonna piggyback off of what you said.
Go ahead.
Like the oppressor knows this one thing, you know what I'm saying? The longer they can keep us in this perpetual state of sin, the longer they can rule over us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They understand one thing. They got repercussions to pay. They got hell to pay for the abuse that we have suffered in America. Right. And even before America, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Throughout all the history, even in the ancient times, they have been oppressing us. This ain't nothing new. Right. You know what I'm saying? For all of that, they have to pay for that. And the Bible says a double portion.
Yeah, it is. Double portion, meaning you punch me in the lip, I'm gonna double punch your ass in the lip. You get 2 fists right here.
Right.
Lip ain't enough lip for all this fist I'm finna send to you. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's how that's saith the Lord. That's saith the Bible. The scriptures say that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta trust the scriptures. We trust the Lord. We gotta trust the scriptures and what the Lord said He gonna do for us. But we gotta be obedient so the Lord can do what the things He said He gonna do for us. You know what I'm saying? We can't just, hey man, you know, the Bible say this and the Bible say that, and we not doing the things that the Lord tell us to do, because those things not gonna come to pass if we not doing what the Lord tell us to do, because A come before B. You feel me? You gotta do A before you can get to Z.
Right.
You understand? You gotta do A, B, C, D, E before you can get to F. You feel me? Like we waiting on F, but we ain't did D yet. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's crazy. You go reach.
Khan. Should I start over on 13?
Yeah, go ahead.
Khan.
Mhm.
And the sun stood still,
There you go.
and the moon stayed,
Mm-hmm.
until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Is not this written in the book of Jasher?
Come on now. Now, mind you, okay, so let me side quest right quick. Sidebar. The book of Jasher, there is a book of Jasher. The book of Jasher that's out today, we cannot confirm that that is the actual book of Jasher that the Bible is speaking of. Because people read in the Bible, the real scriptures, that is a book of Jasher. So now they create a narrative that the book of Jasher probably was talking about this. You know what I'm saying? And now they got, like, until we could confirm that the book of Jasher is the book of Jasher, then it ain't the book of Jasher. We can confirm that these scriptures are the scriptures that we reading, because we got continual texts from from first, second century, third century. We got the Dead Sea Scrolls. We got all of these different contemporary texts that line up. You know what I'm saying? We got all these different things. But Book of Jasher, Book of Enoch, all these, we haven't had anything to line those things up. The modern books that we have now. So we're just gonna leave those where they at. We're gonna just read these that we have that we know are true. We're gonna focus on those. You know what I'm saying? Because I know when y'all see Book of Jasher,
10, 13.
boys, you know what I'm saying? Boys be like, oh shoot, you know they got a real Book of Jasher. I got it at the highs. Like, nah, hold up, bro. Like, just slow down, Swifty. That what Captain Zara guys say. Slow down, Swifty. Let's let that Book of Jasher. Let the dust build up on that book right there. Let's just focus on this book. The book, what this book said is what happened. The real Book of Jasher say that happened in that. So we just gonna believe that the real Book of Jasher got the real account. You know what I'm saying? And whatever we got over there, you know, it is what it is. What you got?
I just want to bring something up real quick. In the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 19, it says, if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and out of the things which are written in this book. You know what I'm saying? So what our person did, they added on two things. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, the book of Enoch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was written by, if I'm not mistaken, that was written by Edomite, correct?
It was.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they added on to and remixed everything. You know what I'm saying? But we know for sure that this book right here, all factual. You know what I'm saying? Because these books out here, they don't line up with the scriptures. It's contradictions. You know what I'm saying? Within those books. So we can't verify that. Right. But we do know this is all facts. You know what I'm saying? This is real black and Hispanic history right here, man.
Right. And if we're gonna keep it funky, you know what I'm saying? We've uncovered so much truth and hidden mysteries out of the book that we got right now. Like we still try. We got to teach the people about the book we got in our hand, the book that the Lord decided to preserve for us. He preserved this book.
Right.
He preserved the Torah, the Tanakh, and the Apocrypha. He preserved in the New Testament. He preserved those for sure. So let's just master those before we start trying to figure out all these other books. Now, when you got those mastered, then you can start trying to, like, the high-end scholars in the I.S.U.P.K, they go into those books and they look into those extra books. Why? Because we so rooted in the scriptures that we got in front of us that we can read those and not be, like, swayed by something that we see that, you know, something about, I'm going to say, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. When we read something that sounds kind of magical, you know what I'm saying, niggas just get to, oh, shit, that shit sounds good. But they say angels having sex. Oh, that's spicy. You know what I'm saying? Angels having sex with the humans, and you know, you get to read that. You your mind get to want to follow along with it, but it might not be true. You know what I'm saying? It might be something that somebody wrote because they knew that it would catch your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like just like white Jesus caught the attention of all black people that went through slavery, and now we all celebrate white Jesus and doing all these celebrations and following all these different things because they wrote it out to where it seems as though it's this, but it's actually this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to make sure that we stay rooted in what's here, what the Lord gave us, and then we could talk about figuring out if these things are that. But we got scholars that's been working there, that's been rooted in the Bible since 1969. That's been going into these scriptures deep diving into these scriptures since 1969. And let me tell y'all, the book of Enoch and the book of Jasher, the so-called books of Enoch and the so-called book of Jasher that they have modernly today, there's so many discrepancies in those books that we'd have to have a class based on those, just a full class based on those alone, that we could just dissect them. Right. We have I think Capcom Design. There's a lot of brothers that just already broke those things down. We'll get to them in later in time, but for the most part, let's just focus on what we're looking at right now today. I just had to make that sidebar and had to break that down real quick because when people hear that, and people minds get curious, they're like, "Oh, I want to go find the Book of Jasher." And you Google the Book of Jasher, and a white man, "Oh, I got the Book of Jasher right here in my back pocket." All right, you got the Book of Jasher. He's like, my uncle was Jasher, actually. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like what am I reading? You know what I'm saying? Got me written in crayon and stuff. Like, you don't even like, but you want you in a thirst for knowledge so bad that whatever you get that got that name on it, that you just fall for it. Just we can't be gullible, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Like the white man has put his hands on so much stuff. Like this right here, we know the white man couldn't touch it like he wanted to touch it. He did put his hands on a few of those copies out there, but we got to the root of it to where we got it. We got the editions before they got to it. You know what I'm saying? So we got the editions before they got to it. Now we ain't got to worry about them tampering with it. You know what I'm saying? But the Jash and the Enoch, excuse me, it's like my bad. The oppressor. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't want to belabor the point. What you one of y'all brothers has? Oh, you had something to say? Go get the mic real quick, brother. Sure. Yeah, just put that right there for now.
Hello.
Yeah.
Salakia, sir. Is the word Anunnaki even in the Bible? Cause
find it for me. Yeah.
I was asking.
Who knows the Babylon, what they're worshiping in Babylon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
we just find a scripture for me. We get to it.
I've been hearing about it, sir. I haven't actually looked into it, but I just wanted to.
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing that happens in history. Okay, so just look at it like this. Look at what we doing right now here in this chapter right now. What are we doing? We running down on cities. We taking over cities. These cities have people in them, and these people have stories that they grandfathers told them. You understand me? Does that mean stories is real? No, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what these stories is about. I'm talking about when I say we don't know, I don't know what these stories could be. I'm just generally speaking that they will have stories, and these stories they folklores in their nation. You know what I'm saying? They're stories that have been passed down in their nation. You understand me? We got our stories right here, and these stories right here are the truth. You feel me? When we start trying to put merit into stories that these other nations got, then we get lost in our own story, and then now we try to question our story. With our story, this is our foundation. We stand on our story. So if their story don't line up with our story, then it's like saying like if you know what you know and you know what you know is fact, and somebody come up to you and be like, "Hey man, shoot, that horse that your granddaddy built, your granddaddy been raising, man, shoot, my granddaddy told me it used to be a unicorn. You know what? You got a unicorn on your hands. You should sell it for $1 million. It's a unicorn. Now imagine you going out to the horse circuit and trying to push it off as a unicorn. Everybody look at you like you goofy. Like you got that's a regular degular horse, bro. Regular like ain't no horse, ain't nothing unicorn about that horse. It can't fly nothing. Ain't got no wings. Like you just saying it's a unicorn because it's a unicorn. Like we can't be gullible, y'all. It's been far too long that we've been gullible from these other people, these other nations telling us stories, and we just thinking that they stories is real. Why? Because black people, Hispanic people have been oppressed, and we think that anything is real because we don't believe in nothing because we don't have nothing. We have something now. We have the scriptures. These are our scriptures. These are our records. So we follow these records because this is records of our people. What you got? You might well keep it on.
It went off by itself, sir.
Good,
Salakia, sir. I was just asking because we was on that topic.
No, I got you. No, you ain't got to explain why you.
No, because we was on that topic.
Right.
I personally don't care. I haven't looked at it.
I'm sure you don't.
Myself. Like
Anunnaki and Goliaths and all the giants and stuff
aliens and all
aliens,
that type of stuff.
Man,
and
look, I'm gonna tell you one thing. What I do know, this is what I know for a fact. When you smoke weed, all that shit sound good. Smoke weed. Why you smoke weed? You stay up late and you watch YouTube. Everything sound real. Everything you run into sound like, man, he got a point though. You know what I'm saying? Water is wet. You know what I'm saying? Like water is wet. Aliens, they touched water before we did. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bro. Like, I wasn't always a priest. You know what I'm saying? Me, I wasn't always a priest. When I wasn't a priest, I used to be on YouTube and smoking blunts and rolling blunts up and watching YouTube till I fall asleep too. And it's a lot of conspiracies. There's a lot of things that's out there right now, on YouTube that they talk about. It's some things that, may be close to the biblical that they talk about on YouTube. We spend weeks and months on end going over all the YouTube videos of people saying things that got a little bit of truth and a little bit of lie in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and trying to figure out the lie between the truth and all it. Like, we have to have dedicated class for each topic. You know what I'm saying? Like the aliens, you know what I'm saying? People so-called aliens. So what we believe is that the chariots of God is in the sky. You know what I'm saying? I mean, those ain't aliens, them angels. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what we believe.
And they probably
Well, anything is an alien to a person who don't know what they looking at. You know what I'm saying? What they call it, used to call it unidentified flying objects. What they not calling is what they call it now, IFBs or something. Like they call it. They don't call them UFOs now in the common politic now. The new yeah, no, they call it something else now. It's see if somebody in the chat know what they talking about. What they call them now, IFBs or something like that. Something that a new phraseology they made up. What you got, bro? Go ahead.
Salaki, you said everything I was gonna say. I kid you.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Most
saying?
High
Like,
Christ.
don't sweat, Most High Christ. Like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the best thing to do is just, you know what I'm saying, get rooted in what, like the scripture saying Hebrews, what's that, Hebrews 10 and 26? Let me get to it. Hebrews 10 and 26. I think that's what it is. If I'm not mistaken, it's 10 and 26. Nah, that ain't it. It's Hebrews. Give me 1 second. Let me get this. Hebrews 5 and 12. Read Hebrews 5 and 12.
Khan. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again.
So in a time of us needing, of us wanting to teach, you know what I'm saying? For us wanting to get this knowledge, for us wanting to learn, you know what I'm saying? This is the age of information, so to speak. You understand me? What does it say?
Which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
You need somebody to teach you the first principles of the oracles of God. That's what we're doing right now. We're going over the first stories. We're going over, we building a foundation for your quest of knowledge. Because everybody right now is at a point where we looking for what the truth is. But before we start looking for what the truth is, we got to be founded in something, or else anything is going to sound like truth to us. Anything new is going to sound like, oh, shoot, did you know about this? Did you know about that? Remember the first time you heard about, what was that? The first time you heard about whatever you watched on YouTube, you go to somebody, you watched that YouTube 3, 4, 5 times, and now you go to somebody, you trying to tell them what that YouTube said. And then they come to find out this person has really studied and they can debunk what you're saying. It's because you don't really have a foundation. Your foundation is that YouTube video. That's why we're teaching the true foundations with the first oracles of God, which is the Torah. You understand me? The laws, follow what the Most High God says, the stories of the men that follow what the Most High God says, and what happened to them when they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
And are become such as have need of milk.
You need milk because you're a baby. Because we're children in the thought process. We're children in our stage of awakening. You understand me? We're not adults in our way. We might be adults in the body. You understand me? But when it comes to the enlightenment and us learning new things, to us learning what the truth is, we're still children. Because why? Because we just found it out. You understand me? We're just getting to it. When we're just getting to it, we need the milk. As children, we need milk before we need steaks, right? Read it.
And not of strong meat.
And not of strong meat, which is like steak. You understand me? Imagine feeding a steak to an infant. The baby don't even know what to do with it. You understand me? I got a 1-year-old right now. You give him a steak, shoot, he might chew on it. He might spit it out. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if you got a newborn. Newborn might not even know what to do with it. Might try to suck milk out the steak. You understand me? You got something?
If I could, so if we had time.
Go ahead.
What's so heavy that you're bringing out? What you're bringing out is so heavy because the milk that we need to understand is that the Most High God of this Bible loves a particular group of people, the Israelites.
It is.
And he loves them so much that he does things like split the Red Sea and stop stop the sun
and stop the moon
and make stones come from heaven to unalive their enemies.
Right.
And then further on, the more milk that we need to understand is that we are those Israelites, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
There it is.
I just had to bring that up. So.
No, that's facts. That's the real milk. Knowing that, then now, okay, wait, hold up. If we the real Israelites and the Lord will do these things for us, and this book is about Israelites, and this book tells a story about Israelites when they did good and when they did bad, then maybe I can learn from the good things that the Israelites did, and maybe I can learn also from the bad things the Israelites did, and I can create a lifestyle where I do the good things and I avoid the bad things. And then the Bible says that if you do that, then these things will come to you, or you'll be prosperous in these ways. So wait a minute. Why don't we try to do that? You know what I'm saying? We done tried everything. We didn't try boating. We done tried gang banging. We done tried selling drugs. We done tried all these different ways to be prosperous in America and the world. And none of them have worked for us as a people as a whole. But one thing we haven't tried, knowing that we had the Bible in our hand all these times, we haven't tried to actually follow what the Most High God tells us to do. We have not tried it yet. As a whole, like even as individually, you know what I'm saying, coming up, we might have, you know what I'm saying, like in my life, my parents had me stop celebrating Christmas when I was like in the 6th grade. You know what I'm saying, me? Like I hadn't celebrated a Christmas since the 6th grade. But I was still eating pepperoni. You feel me? Like I was still like I was doing one thing the Most High God told me to do, but I was doing one thing that the Most High God told me not to do. And you know, if you ain't clean, you dirty. You know what I'm saying? If you're not obeying, then you disobeying. Yeah, ain't no chill on it. Shit, ain't no chill on it. Ain't nah. On that, I'm on pepperoni, smashing on pepperonis, pork chops, and all that. In a bad way. I'm smashing on it in a bad way. Throwing that shit away. Excuse me, man. I'm gonna tell y'all. Look, let me tell y'all what I did this week. My son, man. Look, my son, man. I've been teaching him, but you know, he's 7 years old, and this world is very influential. You know what I'm saying? We just passed the wicked holiday called Valentine's. If you haven't been in the general's classes in the last few days, then the general gave an amazing breakdown on Valentine's and Lupercalia and the real history and origins of Valentine's and why they do the things they do, why red is a color, why it's all about, you know what I'm saying, connecting with a person, and all these different things that stem from or originate from a pagan holiday that you didn't really realize that all these things actually line up to what you're actually doing today. My son, he's 7 years old. You know what I'm saying? He don't know all those things. What he does know is he goes to school and they pass out Valentine's Day cards and stuff. But my son, he hasn't known a holiday his whole entire life. You feel me? I came into the truth when he was born. You feel me? So he haven't known no holidays. All he know is all the kids is giving out all these gifts and stuff. He was tempted. And what did I do? And he came in the car with a bag full of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The teacher called me. Look, the teacher was Satan in that moment. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the teacher called my phone asking, is it okay? Because the teacher already know what type of time I'm on. I already addressed it. All the holidays, we ain't on them. You know what I'm saying? The teacher know what type of time I'm on. She called my phone. I ain't end up answering the phone because I was doing something. I was getting ready for the slave. And she gave him a bag of Valentine's Day things that the kids gave to him because, you know, the other kids, they passed them out to each other. You know what I'm saying? But my son wasn't getting them. And so since she said she couldn't get in touch with me, she gave it to him because she said, well, you know, you just ask your dad, you know, and maybe, you know, so I had to get on the teacher's case. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my son, like, when I found out when I was in the car after I picked him up, he already got it on him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, what's that you got on you? I'm like, let me get that. Let me see that. Let me show you what we do with that. I threw all that, like all of it in the trash. Everything he got in the trash. It was in a good baby. She had it all neat in the bag. You know what I'm saying? A good little neat. Oh, I absolutely did. You have to explain it to him. He knows. Look, and the cold part about it, he already know. He already know. He was just tempted. You know what I'm saying? This is why, as fathers, as mothers, you know what I'm saying, with children in the world, you got to continuously teach them. You got to continuously walk them down because these are real children. In the mind, in the spirit, we are children because we're just not learning these true things. You know what I'm saying? We learning about these things. We get into it. So, you know what I'm saying? We, in our minds, are really children in our understanding, on our understanding level. But these are actual children that are running into temptations that don't know how to say no yet, for real. They know how to say no when you teach them. You know, you teach them to say no, but, you know, temptation hit different for a child with candy in their face. Was he crying? Absolutely, he cried. You know what I'm saying? I mean, until I said, hey, shut up, all that goddamn crying. They ain't crying over nothing like that. You want candy? No. No, wow. No, I don't gotta buy him. See, that's the thing. He could get candy any day. Matter of fact, he gets candy any day. Cause I eat candy in my slaves. So I just have candy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like I eat candy. We ain't finna eat candy on a ritualistic day.
Right.
Why you need this stuff on that day? You need it on that day because you see everybody else getting it on that day. You want to be a part of everybody else. But we are set apart people. We are holy people.
That's right.
We are chosen people. And being set apart means that we are not like the world. Be in the world, but be not of the world. Who said that? Christ said that. You understand me? Our King, the man who died for us, he said that. You know what I'm saying? Us as adults done heard it 1,000 times, but Valentine's Day come around, you gotta have the roses on the bed. Gotta have gotta have them bouquets, and if I don't get my this, I don't feel like a person. I don't feel like I'm loved. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have the music playing in the candles lit. If I don't get it, I don't feel love. 365 days of the year, you get love shown to you by people doing things for you. But if you don't get this on Valentine's Day, if you don't get this on your birthday, if you don't get this on Christmas, now you don't feel love, you're selfish. You're selfish and you are of the world. Because the world has molded your mind to think that if you don't get what the world gets on the world's day, then you are not loved. That is a farce. That you've been brainwashed by the world. Like imagine a person sacrificing for you every day and you don't get them something on one day and now you don't love them. Like imagine your kid telling you that. You don't like, Daddy, you don't love me because you ain't give me nothing for my birthday. Almost said a word. Negro, I go to work every day so that you can eat food every day. I hate work. I hate my boss. I hate this. I see him every day. I hate looking at him. He tell me what to do. I don't even like doing it. Gotta do it so that I can keep some shoes, some Jordans on your feet so you don't get made fun of in the class. This stuff I do for you. But I don't love you because I didn't let you keep the Valentine's Day bag. Interesting. Man, look, stuff like that. That get personal with me because hold up, bro, you got me messed up, bro. Like it got me feeling some kind of way. Like, hold up, bro, you got me messed up. Like I'm not your father no more because this. I'm not your husband no more because of that. I don't love you because of this one thing. What is love? You know what I'm saying? What is love to you? If all it takes is that for you not to feel love, what is love to you? Love isn't the sacrifice. So what is Christ's love to you then? You understand me? Christ sacrificed himself for you. I sacrificed myself for you. Is that not love? Is that not the same? Oh, but if I don't do what Jim Bob and them around the corner do for you and what you see them do, then I don't love you. We gotta take our mind off of what everybody else doing, because everybody else going to they call it hell in a handbasket. What how they call it? I don't know. Whatever words they use, right? They going down. They get smashed. So the world is like one thing that all of us, no matter what school of thought that we come from, one thing we can all agree is the world is getting crazier and crazier by the day. Things are happening that we cannot really just put a finger on, but it's just getting wilder and wilder. Nakedness has become like having clothes on now. You understand me? Kids treating adults like they peers now. You know what I'm saying? Like the world, chaos is becoming normalized. We as a people got to remember we can't line ourselves with it. Just because the world going that way don't mean we got to go that way. We teach children, we like, man, just because such and such jump off the cliff, you gonna jump off the cliff? And yet, if such and such don't get this, then we feel like we need to get that. Or such and such get that, we feel like we need to get it. Dang, are we? Woe ye hypocrites! Christ called y'all hypocrites for thinking that way. Or even worse, Lord, why you won't send me the things I pray for, and you don't do what the Lord tell you to do? How can you expect the Lord to bless you and you won't even do what the Lord tell you to do on a minor scale? Like stop eating pork chops. Nah, I know. you dead wrong. You are.
You sent me a precept.
I'm just saying. I'm saying, but and when the Lord tell you up, eye for an eye. Hey, it is what I hope that pork chop was good. When you get bust upside your head, shoot. I mean, remember the taste of that pork chop when they taste the blood in your mouth. I don't want to make it personal. I don't want to make it personal. It was really a general pork chop. A pork chop is something everybody, especially in the black community, chicharrones. You know what I'm saying? For the Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? Pork rinds. Y'all, everybody know what that is. What you got?
Shout out to Officer Gabo. He just sent me a precept.
Go ahead.
Of the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Mm-hmm. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Envy not the oppressor, choose none of his ways. Like this, the Bible talking. This Proverbs. Proverbs is one of those books where your Christian pastor never failed to leave Proverbs out. You know what I'm saying? He might have left out Joshua. He might have left out all these other books, but Proverbs, Psalms, and some of the stories from Old Testament, Proverbs, Psalms, the whole New Testament, you've always heard. Proverbs told you, envy not the oppressor. Who's oppressing us as a people? There it is. We ain't gotta say that on mic.
Right.
We ain't gotta say that on mic. We'll keep that off the mic. But y'all good, because they probably can't hear y'all. You understand me? But we can't envy them. We can't choose their ways. The Bible says specifically, choose not their ways. So whatever they got going on, we need to say, out of sight, out of mind, ain't none of my business. I don't got nothing to do with that. I'm doing this. And doing this is what the Lord keeps with me. What you got?
So like, if I may, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to understand that the oppressor's ways are going against what the Most High God is sending us to do. The Most High God gave us our own high holy days. Then I.S.U.P.K, we upkeep them high holy days. You know what I'm saying? We do not keep the days of the world, no Christmas, no Valentine's Day, no birthdays, none of that, because the Lord did not ordain us to keep those days. You know what I'm saying? We got the Feast of Purim coming up. That's our high holy day. We got Passover coming up next. Those are high holy days, man. That's how you serve the Most High God. Right. Because following after your oppressor is going to put you in a bad situation when Christ returns, man. The Bible says, do not be caught with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be caught doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? Don't be caught joined unto them. No, marrying their daughters. You know what I'm saying? Being part of their customs. We have our own culture. And this Bible right here, like I said earlier, this is our true culture. This is Black and Hispanic history, man. This is a blueprint on how to live your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or what the Bible just said, even thou not the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna put us in a bad situation. The longer they keep us doing what they do, the longer they can keep on oppressing us.
Right.
When are we gonna get tired of that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ask ourselves that. Is getting a box of chocolate really worth your relationship with the Most High God?
Come on, now.
Is presence really worth the relationship with our Father? Right. It's not. You know what I'm saying? We got to put these ways behind us and learn how to serve the Lord correctly.
Y'all was in the Christian church, so give him a hand. Yeah, I was in the Christian church talking about, I love you. I love you. You was singing it. You was singing it with y'all. You crying and shit. You was crying and all that stuff while you was singing the song to God. But you don't love God. Whole time you singing, you thinking about that blunt you gonna smoke when you get out of the church service. And the pork chop that you're gonna fry. It's just tempting. It's like you wasn't even thinking about God when you were singing. You was probably thinking about the fried pork chop and the gravy at Golden Corral or wherever. Come on now. Like, what you got? Give him the microphone, Bo. Sure.
The microphone, they charge.
No, it's charging. All right, go ahead. Yeah. Come on now. Give him a hand. Hey, wait. Let me tell you something what this brother bringing out is so heavy. When Zalot first came to Houston, it had to be the Lord, because it went on my algorithm on Facebook. I'm scrolling. I seen Zalot on my Facebook. I'm like, look, beef pepperoni. Beef pepperoni. Now, look, I hadn't had beef pepperoni since I've been to New York. In New York, they got a lot of halal joints. Halal is like the Arabs, and the Arabs, as we know, they call themselves the Abrahamic religion. They in Muslims, they feel like they're Abrahamic religion, so they follow some of the dietary laws that we follow based on Abraham passing those things down to also Ishmael. You understand me? So one of those things is they don't eat pork. You feel me? Them not eating pork, then in New York in these halal joints, they've created a alternative, which is beef pepperoni. And in New York, you go to a halal pizza joint, you can get beef pepperoni. You can get it on damn near every corner because they got plenty of halal pizza joints in New York. They have none in the South, like close to none. So Zalot Pizza, when they came to Houston, soon as they got to Houston, I was on board. I called them up, did a Google search, did all that. They got one on Gray. They got another building. They got another building that they created where they do beef pepperoni. The Lord is creating avenues to where you don't have to sin, and He's showing you that you don't have to sin. You can still like these things and not sin. Now, when you choose to sin, when you don't have to sin, then that's like you gonna get that double portion. You gonna get that double portion. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be caught up.
Like once you like, have you ever heard of a turkey chop? Fried turkey chop?
I ain't never even thought about that.
Bro,
Really?
we went to Vegas. Look, Vegas had a cookout, California cookout 2 years ago. We went to Vegas. It was me, Dawada, Cap, like Malak Wild. There was a couple of brothers with us. They had turkey chops with the chicken and waffles and the all. Bro, I got a turkey chop, bro. Let me tell you something. You get you a fried turkey chop, you ain't missing. You ain't even remember. You ain't missing nothing when it comes to pork chop. You ain't gonna forget about the pork chop. Baba shop, Malak. Go get it. Every time. You say smothered? Yeah, every time smothered, all that. Yeah. All that. All that. Turkey chops. Like all these things that you think you can't go without, they got alternatives with clean animals that you can eat that taste even better. And they better for you. Turkey is a more healthier meat than pork. What you got?
I ain't that with the scripture. I'm gonna paraphrase. Nothing is unlawful to me.
Yeah, bring the scripture out. Don't paraphrase. You understand me? When it comes to the clean meats and doing what the Most High God says to do, you feel me? Like being unlawful becomes or being wicked becomes a thought that you don't even think of. Why? Because there's so many ways that you can be lawful. Why choose the unlawful way? Because it's easy? Because it's convenient? Convenience is what gets you jammed up. You understand me? When you try to take shortcuts, that's how you end up getting tossed off the road. What you got?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 12. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will be brought under the power of any.
So in context, just because things are lawful doesn't mean that it's always good for. Okay, so in context with that, it would be like, you know what I'm saying, a person that got diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's lawful that you can eat candy don't mean that you should eat candy. You understand me? Like, so you got it. We one thing we gotta always do is we gotta make sure that we keep our health at the forefront. You feel me? If your doctor is like the scriptures say, paraphrase, honor the physician. If your doctor tell you that you need to cut down on fried foods, then you need to cut down on fried foods. Even though fried turkey is lawful, fried turkey chops is lawful. Why don't you just eat something that the doctor told you to eat? Some baked. Oh, eat it baked. You know what I'm saying? We want you here. We want you to live a life and live life abundantly. You know what I'm saying? So do the right thing for yourself and follow what the doctor says. Even though it may be lawful, fried chicken is absolutely lawful. But if you have high blood pressure and you dealing with all these type of things, you might need to cut down on some of those things. You understand me? Now let's do we got some more English? We gotta finish this English. Yeah, we gotta finish this English out because we about to carry over.
Khan. So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven and hasted not to go down about a whole day.
Now back to the story. Joshua asked the Most High God to keep the sun and the moon still so we can do what we got to do. And the Most High God did those things for Joshua. Kept the sun and the moon still. Keep reading.
Verse 14. And there was no day like that before it or after it, that the Lord hearkened unto the voice of a man, for the Lord fought for Israel.
Come on now. Now, by this point, Israel had done all the things that the Lord had said done. The time that Israel had one person in their camp that went against the Lord, not only did they find out who it was, not only did they make him admit it, but they killed and wiped out everything that he owned, just so that it wouldn't have nothing of remnants of him and his sin around them. Israel was so obedient and so dedicated to the Most High God that when Israel called out to the Most High God and said, Lord, we need light in order to fulfill your orders, the Lord said, it thus shall be done. And when he said it shall be done, he said that the sun stood still and the moon stood still, and it ain't happened before. It never happened before, and it ain't gonna ever happen again. Why? Because not only does the Lord with Israel, but the Lord gonna fight for Israel when Israel fight for the Lord. This is what we gotta take from it. We gotta be on that same type of page Joshua and them was on. We gotta be zealots. We gotta be like revolution. We gotta be extremists. You know what I'm saying? We can't just love God on some light work stuff. We can't just love God and be like, yeah, I love God. You know, God know my heart. No, we gotta love God so much that everybody who see us know we love God. Why? How you know how they know I love God? Because I wear my fringes every day. I wear my culture on me. I do the Lord's will. Like I live out loud to where my light shines and everybody around me know he different. Something about him different. He ain't with all the stuff that everybody else on. Like when you love the Lord out loud, you get rewarded out loud. If you don't want your gifts in secret, then don't love them in secret. If you don't want your gifts to be, you know what I'm saying, hidden from even you, then don't hide your love for the Lord. Love them out loud. Stand by them. Be extremist with it. You understand me? Don't be soft. Don't be scared. Joshua wasn't scared. Imagine Joshua thinking that he gonna run down with his armies against all these. It's 10 kings that's standing up against him. He wasn't scared. He one general, one leader of one people, and he wasn't scared. He ran down on all 10 of them kings, and all kind of miraculous, random, weird stuff started happening to where they will win. Hailstorm out of nowhere killed most of the people. Killed 70. We killed 30% in the hailstorm. Killed 70% of their people. Like what? How does it? We pray, Lord, man. It's gonna be night soon. It's a what they call it when the moon don't shine. It's a
eclipse.
Not an eclipse, but it's like a new moon or something like that where the moon don't come out. You know what I'm saying? Like at the wherever on them nights where like imagine. Have y'all been into the country before? To the country, I'm saying the country, like colloquially, like in the outskirts. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't have a lot of street lights. They don't have. So when the moon ain't out, look, when the moon ain't out and the street lights ain't on, what night look like? And the car's not running around. What night look like? Pitch. You know what I'm saying? Pitch. Now imagine the Lord leaving the moon out just so you can have some light to do what you got to do. In a time where they didn't have no street lights. They didn't have no city lights. They didn't have no car lights. They didn't have no lighters and lanterns. They didn't have none of that stuff to keep it lit for a whole place for us to fight for real. We got to fight for real. The Lord kept the moon up and kept the sun up. So it ain't no way that it's going to be, you can't see nothing. It's kind of like in Alaska where they got that one time of the year where the sun don't never go down. And then they got the one time of the year where the sun don't never come up. That's kind of how it was like. That's kind of what it's like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Lord did that on a day in a place where it shouldn't happen like that. You know, at the top of the axis of the earth is the way the world turns. It's a way that it can happen like that. But in the middle of Jerusalem, in the middle of the Middle East, so-called Middle East, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it should never happen that way. But the Lord made it that way. It happened like that for a day, so where they can do what they got to do for the Lord. That's what happens when you're on the Lord's side. That's what happens when you're on the Lord's side and you cry out to the Lord. That's why in I.S.U.P.K, we stand by the Lord, we do it extremely, and we cry out to the Lord for him to come save us, for him to come save our people, for him to come save the Hispanics on the border, for him to come save the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans in the ghettos and the barrios right now that need food to eat. The kids and children need fathers and parents. That's why we do what we do. Because we want our people saved, and we want our people to stand on the right side of the Most High God. Read.
Verse 15. And Joshua returned, and all Israel with him, unto the camp to Gilgal.
So they went back to the home base at Gilgal. Can you read?
Verse 16. But these 5 kings fled and hid themselves in a cave at Makkedah.
So the 5 kings of the Amorites, they hid. They went hide in the cave. You know what I'm saying? I think we're going to get away from them. You read?
Verse 17. And it was told Joshua, saying, the 5 kings are found hid in a cave at Makkedah.
Word got to Joshua. You know, Joshua ain't playing no games about the Lord and what the Lord tell us we got to do. Lord tell me we're going to wipe them out. We're going to wipe them out. Lord tell us we're going to handle them. We're going to handle them. Lord tell him he's going to put them in our hand. We're going to take them in our hands. We're going to crush them. Read.
Verse 18. And Joshua said, roll great stones upon the mouth of the cave, and set the men by it for to keep them.
So Joshua told them to roll great stones in front of the mouth of the cave, meaning we about to close y'all into this cave. Y'all think y'all running away. Y'all done hid into this deep into this cave thinking y'all done got away. Y'all gonna come out when the coast is clear. Whole time we about to that light at the end of the tunnel, we about to close that light off. We about to turn your lights off. You read?
Verse 19. And stay ye not, but pursue after your enemies, and smite the hindmost of them. Suffer them not to enter into their cities, for the Lord your God hath delivered them into your hand.
So not only we're going to roll these stones in front of these caves, but Joshua also says, and for the rest of them, pursue them, chase them, take them down. Don't stay them. Don't stay. Don't hold back. You feel me? Don't stall them out. Don't stall them out, Debo. Smash on them. You understand me? And he said, smite the hindmost of them, meaning when we like, imagine we chasing after them. Hurt all of, like, as soon as you can get to some of them, get rid of them. You understand me? And don't let them get back to their home base. Don't let them go home. Because the Lord has delivered them to your hand. You understand me? The Lord has given them to you to destroy. So don't let this opportunity pass that the Lord has given you. Make right on it. You read? It's the last one.
Verse 20. And it came to pass when Joshua and the children of Israel had made an end of slaying them with a very great slaughter.
With a what?
With a very great slaughter.
A very great slaughter.
Till they were consumed, that the rest which remained of the enemy, Slakia, the rest which remained of them entered into fenced cities.
So the rest of them, they just scattered into cities that, you know what I'm saying, like they ain't even in their own cities. They just in some cities just hiding out. You understand me? They just ran into some cities that got fences that they can cover them, they can hide them. You understand me? And they didn't escape, so to speak. The ones that could escape have escaped. But we're gonna get into that and what we gonna do with that next week. We stopping at Joshua 10 and 21. I know we went on a tangent for a minute, so just remember we gonna get back on Joshua 10 and 21, and we're gonna try to get into Joshua 11 next week. With that, I.S.U.P.K, which means to stand. Oh, blast.
YAHANNA.
YAHANNA. All right, we're gonna salute the Torah. Sisters Yeshabian, which means to sit. Sisters, y'all can sit down for a second. We're gonna do a salute to the Torah. YAHANNA.
Yabashima Shabrak Young. Rakia.
Man, the camera for right now. Malaki, go get the door. Russia more check too. Unless it's a 5,000. All right. Amadyan Wapa Yahakwadam, which means to stand and turn and face the east. Sar. We're gonna read the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and English.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Malakutka.
Taba'ah.
Ratzaika.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Baratza.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Mashamayim.
Natalanawa. Lacham.
Ko.
Yawam.
Wasalakinawa.
Kabawatnawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawatnawa. Wala'ah. Nabaya'inawa. Banasaya 1. Abal. Hawashainawa. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wahala. Wahata Para. I will love you. Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our
and
debts
forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power and the
and
glory
the power and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Sir, please turn, face forward. What we're going to do now is do a courtesy salute to the men of Israel. Amanya Shabbat. Amanya. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahya Matah. Sar. Face the sisters. We're going to do a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel. Amanya Shabbat. Amanya. Barak.
Yahweh Shemar Latam Hashem Yahushua.
All right, do like this, sisters. And then Yahweh, Shamar, Il, Atah, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Both sign Christ. Give them a hand. All right, with that, dismiss.